Hello and welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. It's Sunday, so we're going to be playing some Honkai Star Rail. Hopefully we'll play some Honkai Star Rail. I'm sure that we will. There we go. Logged in. We're gonna do more story stuff today.
Before we talk about collaboration.
But first, let's try some prize boxes. Because we got a gotcha within our gotcha. Not bad. We got a key of wisdom. That's pretty good. Nothing good out of there. Oh, actually we got some... Yeah, we got some good stuff, actually. We got the Artifacts Cogwheel and the Immortal Arrow Blossom. Those are good. Like anything that's like trace material is great. Everything else I don't really synthesize, so it doesn't really matter. I just want to get rid of this red dot because it's going to bother me the whole stream if I don't. Right, that should be enough to get rid of that. Alright, we are good. Go make sure that there's no stuff for us to use up. We only got 20, so that's good. 7 days left for this, which is fine. Alright, last time we, in the story, we were fighting against Encoder. He turns out that he's invincible. We retreated, and now we're back to the original area that we crash landed into. And we're looking for a MacGuffin that will help us defeat Encoder here. Hidden area, don't mind if I do. What team do we want to run today? We ran Sela last time and Jingyuan before that. Should we do Fei Xiao? Even though she's off element in this area, it's okay. She's kind of broken. That's supposed to be the gates? Or like the passage? Titan?
Please pardon me. Words this vile should not be relayed.
It's not going to be easy getting Ornyx's help.
We're going to the Time Titan, and we're going to ask for him to help us defeat Nikidor, I guess?
Sometimes it's nice to slow down a bit. Let's see.
Anyone else? No, just you two?
All together! I could take 10 of them. Here you go, Master!
Oh wow, she's so fast.
Your time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. Watch this!
The fearless knows not fear. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant!
Wonder why Herta is not following up. There she is. What was up with that?
Oh, I get it! Now watch this! Time to twirl! Yeah!
You know what it probably is? I think that the damage that they do to themselves actually is causing Herta to not follow up, because the damage they do themselves is putting them below half.
Already? Fast enough for you?
See, 6 of these?
Ooh, nice.
Welcome in,
Well,
Lobster.
surely there's something better out there.
I feel like canonically, if the spear actually tried to escape, then Fei Xiao would just grab it before it could actually move. Four nymphs, huh? It's not very many. And I haven't really been finding any in these last couple of areas that I've been in. Haven't really been looking, but all the same.
This temple has been forsaken for so long that we have no way of telling what dangers await us behind this gate. And the way Ornyx spoke to us in the ruins, I won't count on her being cordial toward us.
Venture no closer. Keep out. You won't find anything you desire here, save for despair and demise.
Well, that's all I need to hear. Let's turn back.
You, Ornyx. Forgive me, but if you refuse to help us, then despair and demise will be all that's left on this world.
You have no right. You'll never pass my challenge.
A challenge? Great. At least they're willing to speak to us now. Even if they're only making things difficult for us. Push onward, my friends. Watch your step.
I'm noticing that Don Hung is not really
This
saying
way.
much in this later
Isn't
bit
as I
of the
knew it.
story. And I wonder if it's because they knew that they weren't going to have his voice actor. Oh, now you're just being difficult. Completely unnecessary. Alright, we're going back downstairs, I guess. I saw you come down here, right? Oh, you know what? It's actually in that other area, in the secret passage. I knew that that room was way too big for there to be nothing in it. Alright, don't you dare move again. Caught it. Very good. No, we're not going to do all that again. Fast travel. You know, once upon a time, you actually had to load even though you're in the same area. Like, I remember a couple of times fast traveling across Bellabog because I thought it was going to be faster. Like, it was in the same district, the administrative district of Bellabog, and I actually had to load. And I was like, if I had known that it was going to be that slow, then I would have actually just walked there. But it seems like somewhere along the way, over the past year, they've made it better. Oh, the game is telling me to go left, so you know what I'm doing. Oh. Why was I not able to attack for a while? Was it because I had just picked up that collectible? Okay, it would have led to the same place.
I could take 10 of you. Nice job. Protect. You're the
Fangs and claws got dull. Never hesitate!
Yeah.
Too slow.
Time to turn.
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Time to show you what Pure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this? Oh dear.
Show me what your fearless knows not fear.
I need to... Okay, all this stuff is stuck in the past, it looks like. And I just unlocked something? Ooh, I only have 9 more hours to do this. Let's see what I'm going to miss out on. Use this thing 3 times in this area. Oh, that's easy, right? Oh wait, I'm not even there yet. Blood-bathed battlefront. That's not where I currently am, right? Nope. There's a whole other area that I haven't gotten to yet. Hopefully I can get there in the next 2 hours.
Scales of justice. It's my first time seeing it in its full glory.
Talantin,
Is
the
that
second of the three
what was
titans
on
of
say?
fate. They
The Law Titan. Is that the symbol of another certain Titan?
Talantin, the second of the three titans of fate. They were said to have created the laws that govern our world. They were said to have created the laws that Talantin surrendered their core flame, though the Chrysos heir taking over their legacy is nowhere to be
Okay,
found
so there we
today.
go. We have some more information about these other core flame chasers. Because we have the Law Titan that's already given up theirs, but we don't know who their heir is. So that should be another demigod
These
somewhere
laws
out
that
there.
govern our world are still in place. So that demigod must be performing their duty still, no matter where they are. There's no exit in sight. How do we proceed?
Going to the past.
Leave. Leave.
That's funny. That's the hint
Stay
that
away from my
he
sister's
gives.
property. Leave.
Sister?
There are also people who describe the three titans of fates to be siblings. I think they mean Talantin's scales.
Neither of these are paths we can take, and the exit has been concealed from us.
So
Looks like Oryx is
time,
bent on
law,
keeping
and
Tome of Miracles. We'll just have to try our luck with this then.
first things first. Oh, Tatalon, even the Titans relied on your fairness. You let space and time resonate. Ocean and land respect their borders, and night and day alternate. Then the world was saved from the undercurrent of chaos. It's such interesting that those are other Titans. So, like, there's like a... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Because they said space and time. Those are two different Titans as well. But the others are not Titans. There's no, like, night Titan and day night Titan. Oh, looks like this is the last area in this area. Right? Because we just got the achievement for this area. Is it all? Yeah, it's all. Okay. We're almost done here.
It hurts so much.
Wait, so when we use her power,
Does
it's actually
performing
hurting
a
the Time
miracle
Titan?
really subject them to that much pain?
Look, the broken scales have been restored to their full form.
No, you cannot. You must not come any closer. The scales are as much an entrance as they are a challenge.
The scales. Are they expecting us to balance it?
I believe so.
Are you alright, Miss Castres?
I'm fine. It's just... I can feel Orynyx's misery.
Being able to understand the Titan's words is as much an affliction as it is a gift. Let's get this over and done with. There's an abandoned hand of Zagreus here. Let's use it.
Sure, but first... Oh, man. If I leave, can I leave and come back? Nope, can't leave and come back. This is a big puzzle, looks like. Okay. Ow. That one was actually unintentional for once. Okay. Do I have a character that can actually shoot up there? I do. I can probably use like Sunday or Bronya or something. Well, it's a good thing everyone is given Asta as a character, right? So you can't soft block yourself here. As much as I tried. Well, I actually don't know what would happen to you if you actually got yourself stuck down there now. Interesting. It's kind of hilarious.
No manners, huh?
I mean, you still would have other characters like,
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
you got other characters like, Natasha, I suppose.
This mortal watch over you and guide you on your path. Serenity is before me.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery.
Promise there's a way to get back.
A
I
short
could always
sword
warp
means
out if I needed to, right? Five. One, two, three, four, five. That actually took some thought. You had to figure out not only how to put them there, but also to make sure that you were on top of the ladder when you were done. What's your favorite of the Amphoria's puzzles? The golden scapegoat, the hide-and-seek spear, the shape matching with the yellow pieces. The shape matching probably, I think. Where like you had to, two of them make a black space, but one of them makes a yellow space.
Isn't the kind that resorts to brutality.
Alright, as always, first thing we do is, well, I wasn't expecting to have that. That's a big beetle. Like the size of this whole pillar. Like the size of, almost the size of this giant hand. What happens if I touch an enemy with the hand? Okay, nothing happens. They run away, it seems. This is as low as we go. No whimsy coin here, surprisingly. I guess all the whimsy coins are hidden behind things you pick up. Oop, there's a coin. That was pretty clever.
Huh. Does this mean we've passed the challenge?
Ornyx, we completed your challenge. Can you let us pass now?
No. Unsatisfactory. You cannot pass.
The Titan does not like to keep their promises.
Another challenge must deter the mortals.
Are they just stalling for time? We don't have the time for games.
It's funny because we literally have time for their games. Because we're dealing with the Time Titan.
Weights in the left weighing pan represent the fate of Amphorius. Find something that weighs more and place it in the right pan. Find
It's gotta be me,
something that
right?
has more weight than the fate of the world. They seem somewhat fickle, much
It's going
like
to be us.
a child.
Something that has more weight than the fate of the world. That's a baffling riddle.
Don Hung takes this literally, so let's try that. No movement at all, not the right item. Obviously not.
Obtuse. Blind fools.
Come on, Don Hung. Think outside the box.
Really know how to get under someone's skin.
Hey there, Bridget.
Look, behind that gate. Isn't that the exact same type of weight? If we can use it to balance the scales and add more weight to the pan, we might be able to solve Ornyx's riddle.
My intuition says it won't be that easy, but I suppose we don't have any better solutions at the moment. If the Titan is truly so childlike, maybe they're just playing with us. In that case, let's play along until they're satisfied. Game's great as always. I never found the third coin, so we gotta go back in. Hardest one was the Jade Abacus. I think that I eventually figured out kind of the vibes for that, and it wasn't so bad. Let's see, my favorite puzzle ever. There was a puzzle. I don't know if I want to call this my favorite puzzle ever, but there was this puzzle where you were helping the memory of an old guardian of Belobog, and you had to like go back every day and solve like a box pushing puzzle. That was pretty fun. I think that kind of by default, my favorite answer has to be the Belobog minecart puzzle. Not because it was so enjoyable, but because that was kind of like the first puzzle that hooked me. because like other puzzles they had done, such as the walk on the blocks in a certain order in order to make the bridge be solid. That's kind of like standard RPG fare. But the first unique puzzle, you know, at least unique as far as I've played in these type of games, was the, you know, here are these mine carts and here is this Geomarrow. Bringing them over, because you could just do it, but you could also do it like as fast as possible or in as few moves as possible, or you could do it while not actually separating, or like while always making sure that one minecart is always out at a time. Alright, so clearly I need to do something else before I get a hand of whimsy, the coin of whimsy. So we'll just ignore that for now.
Who invited you? Everything is ordained by the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of
Secret
the past.
technique?
I can do this.
Oh, never mind. She didn't kill him.
I can't thank you enough. The remedy is before me.
Don't mess with me. I'll end your misery.
I'm actually gonna get hit.
No manners, huh? What a headache.
These mortals will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Wait, we're cheesy?
I'll crush them all.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
All that little side healing is just due to Huahua's light cone. Every time a character uses an ultimate,
A sharp
then
side to me
the
is
character with the lowest HP percentage gets healed a little bit. So even though Huahua doesn't actually have any emergency heals herself, you can actually make up for it using that. There's an obstacle ahead. Perhaps this miracle orbs can illuminate the way forward.
Perhaps the miracle orbs can illuminate the way forward.
Trying to understand the concept of compression and composing. You mean like file compression and like sound compression? It just means that when you try to send a file to someone, it's going to sound worse than when you make it yourself. It's kind of like listening to a live performance versus putting on a CD, compact disc. That's why vinyl sounds better than CDs in general, unless you're talking about some other type of compression. Why would this be here? I mean, there's a treasure chest, I suppose, but maybe I sequence broke it and I wasn't supposed to be here yet. I'm going to assume that's the case. Let's explore this area here.
Who will it be?
I missed one of them.
Straight.
sure.
Yeah, I can do this.
Get them!
Tormented doubt, farewell.
Scared yet? Huh?
Get them!
Heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Don't mess with me.
This is an interesting like concept here. Even though it's like one area, because it's the past and the present, it's really like two areas. That didn't sound good. One moment, everybody. Alright, I'm back. I don't get it. Why would that be like that? Oh, you know what? I need to put it like this. Because then when I turn the time back, then it will be removed.
Show no mercy.
Got tired of having to think, so I'm just going to swap to Genuine here.
I can do this.
Tormented doubt, farewell.
Follow my charm. Here is thunder.
I can't believe that we live in a world where Genuine is like easy to use and powerful. Who thought this day would ever come? Still can't get through this thing, huh? Well, this at least gives us another scapegoat. One, two, three, four, five, six. I need to come up with two more. Uh-oh. Guess it's not instantaneous, huh? I'm exploring every nook and cranny. So I need to be next to this thing on So I need to land on the button. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then yeah, okay. This should work. And then do this. Are there still trash cans in this game up to this point? I certainly hope not. So far we haven't run into one. But they did make the trash can thing kind of last a lot longer than it had any business lasting. So then I need to change the eye to go this way.
Follow my charge. Show no mercy.
I can't thank you enough. Doubt farewell.
There's no time to conflict. It's pitiless.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
There we go. Oh, you can't attack when you've recently picked up something. If you go back, you'll see that I didn't have my square. Oops. Oh, I goofed. I'm not gonna have full energy for the next battle. So I'll just improvise.
I can't thank you enough. Serenity is before me.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
Almost did the exact same mistake.
Show no mercy.
I can't thank you. Doubt farewell.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Topaz is there for moral support.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
I actually just changed up Huahua's relics a little bit, just so that she could be faster than Sunday and slower than Jingyuan.
There.
Because in a long
Prophecy
battle,
tablet. It could be the key to unlocking the way.
I want to be able to get more skill points.
Follow my charge. Show no mercy.
I can't thank you enough. Serenity is before me.
There's no time to conflict. It's pitiless.
Shortcut to go back to the previous area. So now we're back on the top floor with all this in place. Oh, this thing again. Not quite. That's a pretty cool pattern though. Not even close. So this has to poke out at the bottom, alright. And then we need to completely cover up this. So we basically put this and then put this over here.
Everything's going well. So far. There are also stone platforms for the Hand of Zagreus all around. This will save us the trouble of doubling back.
Is the final coin in here? Well, I would redo it for you if I could, but I can't redo puzzles, unfortunately. But basically, you want the shape on the right to look like the shape on the left. And you're given a certain number of shapes. It could be triangles or squares or whatever. But if you overlap them, then they disappear.
It worked! Now the scales have once again been balanced.
Futile attempts. Give up. Give up.
We've played along with you for long enough. It's time you admitted defeat, Oryx.
Let's go and complete their challenge.
Find something that has more weight than the fate of the world. You think that you've won? Arrogant. Foolish.
Titan, are you still trying to hold out?
What do you mean I can't operate at the moment? How am I going to get the final coin of Whimsy? Am I going to have to backtrack to this area?
We just have to make the weighing pan on this side drop, right? Let's think about it. Shouldn't be that difficult.
Oh, so MC can jump. You feel like gaining some weight.
Come down. Seems like this isn't going to work. It didn't even move an inch. I've held her flaming lance before, and it's quite heavy. Seems like this isn't going to work.
Ornyx is mocking us. Miss, are you feeling all right?
It seems like we can't rely on brute force to clear this challenge.
Find something that weighs more than the fate of the whole world. I mean, I thought it was just a single person, but...
What did they say, Castros?
Ornyx is frustrated because we're treating their challenge like a game.
What? Like a game? No, who would do that? which means that we have to find something that literally has more weight than the fate of Amphorius? Sounds like an impossible task. For the people of Amphorius, is there really anything that has more weight than the land? They don't even have an option to flee beyond the sky.
Something that has more weight than the fate of the world.
No, Lord Finon. There must be some other way. A more comprehensive way. Even if our time is tight.
Pretend to get it. Indeed, for the people of Amphorius, the fate of the world is a weight that is far too heavy. Perhaps even if the Tide did not expect that, for outsiders like Stormy and I, we have not yet become fully involved with the fate of the world. From our perspective, there is something even more important than this world, perhaps even the entire cosmos. And that's the companions that we've traveled with. It's the friendship we had all along, that we made along the way.
That was an unexpected solution. Thankfully we had you two here with us.
I think that even Orynyx himself is surprised that we managed to clear the challenge.
At least they kept their promise and opened the path for an audience.
I mean, it was kind of I figured it was going to have something to do with the Trailblazers or the Nameless stepping on the platform, because something that weighs more than the fate of the whole world would just be the fate of the whole cosmos. It's kind of like a cheap answer, but a pretty valid one, I feel. I'm not allowed to get up there, huh? I'm gonna have to go back. Oh, I wonder what this looks like in the past, by the way. Is the path not clear for us if we go back to the past? It is, technically. Why? I don't know that it should be clear. I was just kind of doing that as a prank, but...
Maybe people who have led wonderful lives would enjoy such an intrusion.
There was actually a very similar solution in... Oh. That's where it is. I had to actually turn back the hand time for it, but I don't have the ability to actually activate the hand right now. Or do I? It's worth a shot. I get the feeling that I'm not going to be allowed to. Yeah, I didn't think so. Guess we'll have to backtrack for that. And there's not even a warp crystal nearby. Okay. I actually do need to go back in time anyway. This is my first time coming up here.
Conflict is pitiless.
Nothing will ever give me strength.
I can't thank you enough.
Serenity is before
Oops.
me.
I goofed a little bit there.
Show no mercy.
Guess it's time for me to use my moral support.
It's of no com-
Here, this thunder. Get them.
I doubt farewell.
Conflict is pitiless.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
I tried it at the beginning of the stream. When you reduce their war armor to 0, it makes them take true damage on their own. And typically it seems as though that's the damage that knocks them below half. So her doesn't actually do the follow-up in that scenario, because it's not an ally that did the damage. But I suppose if I did either less or more damage in combat, then it would work out. But it was with Fei Shao on March 7th, so it's like I was already doing pretty good damage.
This?
It's like a cold wave is seeping into my mind, and a hand with countless fingers churning through my memories.
Maybe people who have led wonderful lives would enjoy such an intrusion.
Yeah, space anchor, that's good. It is pretty cool that they have voice memos now. I think it'll really like add to the lore stuff.
Oryx.
Leave. Leave.
Help us, Titan. Help us prevent this world from being ruined by madness.
Refuse. Refuse.
A titan who still possesses reason, both mysterious and awe-inspiring. I understand, such a spectacle is rare to witness.
Not every Titan is as violent as Encoder. They weren't always like that either.
I have crossed the myriad passages and been judged by the scales. It has deemed me innocent and granted me fruits. Almighty Ornyx, we plead for your assistance. The madness of Encoder is pushing Amphorius toward the end times. They have abandoned their honor, replicating themselves through crazed means, and are fully intending to destroy the Skyfather and the civilization they protect. Please, reveal to us the past that has been shrouded in fog, and guide us to a way to quench this madness.
Chrysos heirs. Heroes that uphold rage, cruelty, and darkness.
From their perspective,
Pursuing
that's
the
fair.
cursed prophecy. You've treated my kind as
Again,
prey.
also fair.
In the name of deliverance, you would seize my core flame and leave me to suffer in endless isolation.
Yep, that is also true.
Leave. Just leave. Even if the world will be destroyed as a result, I will not help a group of ruthless butchers.
I completely agree with the Titans here.
Godslayers asking their prey for assistance is a hypocritical act indeed. Then I can only apologize, as we're running out of time.
If we're unable to positively conclude our negotiation, you leave me no choice but to take your core flame and search through the past locked within it.
Dang, that's cold-blooded.
Fine on.
Castorus, our hesitation is just cruelty to Mighty. How many lives must he have lost already?
How many does he have?
My apologies, Onyx.
You really took a picture.
Wait. Oryx's reaction is a little strange. Titan, what are you muttering about? I can't make it out clearly. Mother. Mother. Miss, could you please step forward? Onyx seems to be calling out for you.
Mother.
Mother. Mother.
If you play
What
as
exactly
Kalis,
is going on?
does the Titan say father
Is that
instead?
you? Is that you? Mother encountered you. She misses you. Follow me. Please follow me. I see you. She also misses you. We want to see everything about you. I don't understand either.
Or maybe I'm supposed to be meeting Mother.
But if this means that Oryx is willing to establish a connection with
She's
us,
like, she misses you,
maybe
as
it'll be
in
worth a try.
Mother misses
Miss.
Stormy.
Please consider carefully. Come with me. Follow me and join me as we look far into your past.
It's you again. You again. Oh, right, okay, because we met them in dreams. You want to look into my memories? Oh, this will be kind of cool. So, when I first started off playing this game, I kind of assumed that I was a body that was created by Herta. But apparently, I was a being before that. And Kafka just happened to place a Stellaron into my body. I can't remember whether I was carried into the Curio collection by the Stellaron hunters, or whether I was already there, though. I heard it had no real memory of me, though, so I think I was carried there by the Stellaron hunters. This is the Express as a memory. It's that voice again. Let's follow it. You know, this is clearly in the past because, you know, the party car's been around here since forever. We got a decent harvest this time, although we deviated slightly from the script. It's not a big deal. Thank you for your hard work. I'm very glad you're not hurt. Not gonna share what's on your mind? Traveling with two quiet people really makes the trip feel a little lonely. Wow, so unfortunate that both Himiko and Dan Hung don't have their voice actors for this patch. Is that the only time you'll say something? Come on, dinner is ready. If possible, can we not have beef waffle stew for once? Why, you don't like the taste of home? I dislike the gamey taste of offal. What's going on? Are these really my memories? I have no recollection of this conversation at all. Himiko and Dan Hung's tone are also seem different. What's going on exactly? If only we had voice actors, then we could actually know what their tone was to begin with. Kafka? Blade? I used to be a Stellaron hunter? No, these aren't my memories. There must be some mistake. Depths, hidden, forgotten. Another set of non-existent memories. This time Sam's also here. Getting to know myself from a different perspective feels a little strange. The script turned out to be extremely dangerous, only because of Stormy's quick thinking that we managed to escape. Wait, that kind of makes things weird, right? If we actually were a Stellaron hunter in the past, and that means that when Firefly met us on Penacony, she already knew who we were, and I'm assuming she would have already known about all the other stuff that Kafka did to us and the lack of memories and all this other stuff as well. I guess no one has voice lines for this, not just Dan Hung and Himiko. Oh, no, there actually is a voice line. Blade is the only one that's voiced.
Three of a kind.
That's so sad. Kafka, Firefly, Dan Hung, Himiko.
Two pair. Ace.
Reeks of Cien show. Aren't you afraid you'll be bound by your past?
It's just a passphrase from the past. No matter. There won't be a need for us to use it.
Now we gotta go back and remember if Blade has ever said this, or Kafka has ever said this. Maybe in her companion mission? Why not go up to my room? The what? The Memoriam Express?
What's wrong? Guided by the script, we've assembled here to temporarily accomplish a common goal. That's all. I don't care about anything else. I'll give you one piece of advice. Don't let Kafka down. She sacrificed a lot to keep you here. Furthermore...
What's up? I'm in a raid and don't have time for small talk.
Always gaming.
Oh, I've only just joined recently. If you have any questions, can't you just ask Kafka? Anyway, online games cannot be paused, so if you don't mind.
Oh, it's Fooly Mother. Yeah, I think that's it. Fooly must be mother. That would be a good interpretation of those words. Or the finality, maybe? We don't know the gender of that. We also technically don't know the gender of Fooly, but just based off of the body shape of the Aeon, I'm assuming female. Oh, is Fooly Skyfather or is Fooly Mother? Possibly both? Did I unlock a new path just like that? I finally found it. Precious memory. At long last I've caught their gaze. Okay, so the Titans know about the presence of the Aeons. She will make the memories of this world complete again. She will find Mother. Man, we keep on collecting these amnesiacs. Like, in a way, like, MC, in some ways, Don Hung, in lots of ways, March 7th, and now Mim. Adore, okay. Were they about to give us a different name for Nikador? Oh, Nikador, okay. Adore Neek. Shadow in the memory. They are our companions. No, they are enemies. Annihilation Gang.
Me?
Okay, so we get our tutorial for Remembrance Trailblazer.
You're finally here, pal.
I knew you wouldn't miss this.
The script says, leave no survivors.
I'm glad to have you here. This path is anything but smooth. It's marked with flames, scars, malice, and bloodshed, but I guarantee, as long as you stand with the Stellaron hunters, you'll never know the pain of betrayal. Man, I should have stuck with them, because we get betrayed at least twice per planet. Come join us on the stage. In this script, we're the most brilliant actors on the cosmic stage, and the focus will always be on you. All the bloodshed and cries beyond the screen are merely here to serve as the backdrop for the main characters. Together we will dance against the current until the universe meets the finality. So they are following the finale. I guess that like forever ago, because, you know, scripts and Leo and Destiny slaves and whatnot. Let's dance.
Let's dance, buddy.
Let's dance.
Let's dance. Does she, I think Kafka says let's dance in her ultimate.
Why do I have to be the standby support again? So boring. Hack successful. Condition recovered.
Why would they want Blade as the support?
Blaming me for cheating? Ban my account if you dare.
Initiate cleanup. Pride of Desert. Joining the battle.
Stand still.
Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
I guess since I don't actually know what Firefly's build was, this could have been bad.
May as well kill them all.
Your end approaches. Make good the loss.
Relax.
It's time to clean up.
Take this, system crash.
Savor it. You're unworthy. That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it in my place.
I'm gonna stay in slow motion because I don't actually have Firefly or Blade.
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
No, she doesn't say let's dance.
Boom.
Make good the loss. Fail to send you.
Live to fight! Fight to live!
still.
It's all about that adrenaline rush.
That breathing sensation. Remember it. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
I will claim victory for myself. Live to fight! Fight to live!
Why is she able to do super break damage on her own? Is that normal? I thought Firefly doesn't do super break damage. Yeah, nothing in her kit says anything about super break damage. That's like, this is like a special just for this particular situation.
A blade's edge.
Relax.
I wonder if the true damage applies to the dots. Like, I know that you deal like 30% of the damage inflicted as true damage to the enemy, right? But if I detonate all the dots that are on an enemy, do those count into the formula? Because that would be really good if that were the case. Memories remain always, exactly. We're now always going to know that we were once Stellaron hunters. Who should I bid farewell to? Does it matter? Like, where's Silverwolf? Just to spite Hoyoverse, I'm going to say goodbye to Kafka. Once again, we complete the script without a hitch. You look vulnerable. Did you abandon me? I have forgotten everything. You have lost your past and are feeling very helpless. Unfortunately, I'm not Destiny's slave, and cannot peer into the future. I can neither fill the gaps in your memory, nor tell you what we will experience together later. Patience may not be my virtue. It's funny because her light cone is patience is all you need. If I had the option to, I wouldn't even have said goodbye to Kafka. Nice. We finally have Remember Trailblazer. I've been like halfway building. Or like pre-farming. For 20 more jades? Sure, why not? I've watched a lot of content using this character, so I kind of get it. But I'll probably need a little bit of practice with this. Like, I don't know things like, I don't know how long the turns last, or the buffs last, for example. Summons Mim, heals if Mim's already there. Summons Mim if you don't have it. Grants Mim charge with the ultimate. Every time a certain amount of energy is regenerated by all allies, Mim gains charge. Deal minor ice damage, bounce. Oh, that's a bounce. I didn't realize that was a bounce. I thought that was AoE. So up to 4 attacks. Oh, deals minor ice damage to all enemies at the end. So it's 4 bounces and then an AoE. Okay, that's good. That's good. I looked away for like a minute and missed the big moment. You've been watching like 4 streams now trying to wait for this moment and you just missed it because you blinked. Increase all ally crit damage when taking action, just attacks. If charge reaches 100%, immediately take action and give them advance and give them true damage. It starts at 93, really?
Oh! Time for the main event. Keep up with my tempo!
Perfect. Now's my chance. Mimi! Mimi! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it! Let's rock! Pretty good crowd today.
So 3 turns it looks like. Increase crit rate by 10%. And then every time you deal any amount of damage, so any hit gives you an extra 28% of the original damage. That's pretty good.
Keep up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counter.
If there's only one enemy, then the bounce should hit multiple times, right? No, it didn't matter. That's okay.
This song's for you. Turn it up!
Commencing support.
Well, I got 2 options for light cones here. max energy that a target that has exceeds 100 for every 10 excess energy. This increases the multiplier of the true damage by 2% up to a maximum 20%. When the max energy exceeds 100, so it doesn't matter how much you actually have. So you could actually have your mem support damage. What would it take to get to 20 for every 10? So for every 10 you get 2, so 10, 10, so max energy of 200. That's no one that I have. The max energy that I have is like 140. But I guess it's for characters like a Glaya or something like that. Down to 8 of the token things. So the talent doesn't actually matter, it looks like. Free 10 energy regenerated by all allies in total. So it's not percent energy, it's just amount of energy. Okay, good, good. Summons Memo Sprite. If Memo's already on the field, restores by an amount, so these two don't matter. Talent and skill don't matter. Need those later. Ultimate damage, okay. Deals ice damage, okay. But like, what is let me help you? And when Mem disappears, your action advances by 25%. I feel like that's going to be kind of difficult to manage, but also kind of cool. Like, you could probably do some really jank stuff with that. Because if you, when you summon Mem, so when you, oh, that was with an ultimate, never mind. You can skill to get 10% charge. Alright, so it's better to keep Mem alive then. It's for the best, because it would be kind of awkward to make a gameplay and around letting Mem die so that you can have more charge over time. This is a huge power-up for the account, by the way. How am I going to use this? Seems like this is the most important thing here. It's so cheap to get these. had to defeat Fei Shao a couple of times. Alright, good stuff. Why do I already have 76% crit damage? Where did the 16 come from? Just from my minor traces? Let's see what I've got here. No energy regen rope, apparently. Why would this? What is this? Why would this be attack rope? Increase the crit rate of the ally with a 10 by 10%. The effect of Mem support also applies to the target's Memo Sprite and Memo Master. Oh, that's pretty cool. That explains why it's so good for Glea as a support then. Because you get true damage on both you and your Memo Sprite. When an ally Memo Sprite takes action, Trailblazer generates 8 energy. Cool. Max of 1 time per turn. Resets the start of their turn. So basically pair Trailblazer with a bunch of other Remembrance characters. That can fix my Ratio and Jade problem. Both have 85% crit rate and that feels like 50%. Jade I feel like should be fine because she's a multi-hitter. The issue with Ratio is that he's a single hitter. So like, you know, missing a crit is disastrous for Ratio, but for Jade it's like, okay, you missed 1 crit, but are you really gonna miss 2? And since she's AoE, it's really more like, oh, there's like out of the, you know, 10 hits from hitting 5 enemies twice, or like from hitting 3 enemies 1 each, how often are you gonna actually be missing your crits? Wonder, like, I'm sure this is fine, but like, I could probably get actual leveled up relics if I just go with Quantum Set. Almost. There's probably some people I can steal from. I know for a fact that I have crit damage body for Quantum Set. Why didn't it want this? Because of the speed, I guess. Oh, I actually have a crit damage body equipped, it's just not leveled up and it has speed substats on it. That's fair. We'll switch this for now though. And then quantum speed boots. Mem's HP scales off of Trailblazer's HP, so this is fine. This would be great, but it's already on, what's it called? This is fine for now. Could go for a stat stick, maybe, just to have base stats. Arlen's not actually using this. Alright, this is actually physical trailblazer, so it's definitely not using that. 200 crit damage. Increase all ally crit damage by this amount. So 12%, so that's going to be 24%, so 48% crit damage. That's pretty good. 48% crit damage to all allies? Does that compound on itself? Does that mean that Topaz is no longer here for moral support? And now it's Trailblazer? Trailblazer? Oh, there you are. Because 50% follow-up damage increase on one enemy compared to 48% crit damage to everyone, including Sunday, who increases crit damage by a fraction of crit damage, means that I'm double dipping. What happened? How long was I pass out for? Pass out? What are you talking about? You're saying they're motionless earlier. No matter how much we shouted, you didn't respond. It hadn't been a full minute when this creature appeared. Oh, so you guys can see it now. Okay, it's not a clocky situation.
Such a unique animal. Well, I think it's an animal. I've never seen anything like it before.
What a cute little creature. Is it a gift from Ornyx?
Fooly, just now? Do the other two know who Fooly is?
Fooly?
Nope, they don't.
What's that?
Remember the Aeons that I spoke to you about on the way to Akama? Fooly is one of that presides over the Path of Remembrance.
Ah, a god from the worlds beyond the sky. A miracle that is hard to see with the naked eye, right? To earn the gaze of an Aeon, does that mean?
Yes, I'm an emanator now. No, that's not quite. Collect past, reappear.
You can understand what they're saying. Collect
So
the
they
memories
cannot.
and recreate the past. How can we do that? We don't have much time left.
If they are truly a creation of Fooly, or have some connection to that Aeon, I'm willing to believe they wield the power greater than the Time Titan's miracle. They shouldn't actually be a creation of Fooly, right? Because we saw images of them, both in our dreams and also when we first crash landed. I guess that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not a creation of Fooly.
Ornyx, have you fallen into a slumber? I don't know who the mother that you're referring to is, but thank you for all your hard work. If Titans can dream, may your dream be a sweet one.
Thank goodness we no longer have to ride the Dromas into the city. Thanks for your hard work, Treeby.
No need for formalities at a time like this. I trust you have found a solution?
Simply put, Ornyx refused to help us uncover the past of Castrum Kremnos. But for some reason, they showed interest toward this person. They, through some unknown means, gifted her this pet.
I was gonna say a pet. I don't know about that.
According to Dan Heng, this creature is related to a god from beyond the sky. Perhaps they can help us solve the problem.
A god from beyond the sky.
I wonder what the relative power of the Titans are to the Eons. To the Aeons. Like, there are 12 of these Titans. Would all of them working together be able to beat one Aeon? Like, the whole point of the overarching plot of this is for us to eventually kill Nanook. So, like, would we be able to enlist the Titans' help in this? If I had to guess, probably not. Klepoth, like, uses planets as marbles in their hand. And these guys are, like, physically able to fit on the land of Emphorius. Titans are local to Emphorius, though. I don't think they have power off-world. I mean, I don't think that they do, but if there were a way to bring them off-world, would that make them into Eons outside of here? Probably not. They probably would be even weaker than Emanators, I'd imagine.
Treeby, let's split up here. I'll make my way to Kremnos immediately to lend my support to Mighty. As for the mission of finding out Nikodor's weakness, can I leave it to you? I ask this sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. Don't worry about me. Surviving the impossible is my specialty. Mighty and I will be waiting for you on the battlefield.
Let me come too, Finon. I'd rather be on the front lines, helping ease the burden.
Thank you. I don't have any reason to refuse. Then, this is where we part ways. Dan Heng and I will head to Castrum Kremnos immediately, while you work on uncovering the secret behind the barbaric god's indestructible body. As for Miss Casterus,
I'll stay with her to ensure her safety.
I'll leave it to you. Treeby, could I trouble you once again?
Of course. Just leave the sentry gate to us.
Man, we're just using the Sentry Gate all the time now.
Where should we go to find the lost memories?
Mem. Me, mem. Mem, mem. Mem. Me. Me, mem. Me, mem. Mem. Me, me. Mem, me, mem.
Okay. We're given the light cone. I'm glad that I didn't S5 the feather store light cone for this reason. I didn't know that this was going to happen. The bridge collapsed. Good thing you weren't on it. Wait, you were under it? I think that I've found every single way to die while time manipulating. So we got like 1/4 of the story left, looks like, based on the other things here. One, two, three, four, five. I'm pretty sure that it's like not sorted in a reasonable way. Who's this? I feel like that should be a character. Alright, I think that has enough story progress for now. I basically did what I needed to do, which was to get this character to have a or to exist. Oh no, when Mim is summoned, immediately gain 50% charge. There actually is a world in which you would want to let Mim die. Like if she just advanced someone, then she's going to be at 0 charge. Then if you let her die and you summon her with a skill, because you advanced your action by 25%, Mim dies, you summon them, now they're at 50% charge already. I don't think that that's like a reasonable thing to actually plan for, because I don't know, I don't think it's going to work out for you. That speed is way too low. 111 speed. I need to be at least like 120 or something like that. If I give my Von Wax set a Von Whack with 2 speed at least, or more. There we go. I've been figuring out how I'm going to use this last one piece. Alright, I'll work on that. Alright, let's get out of here. Maybe we'll come back tonight and do some more story. We got, what, a week left? Couple of hours left. Let's take a look. A couple of hours left. That's funny. It's only 30, but still. We'll try to come back tonight. All we have to do is just get to the next area one time and then do 3 puzzles. Just until you get to the new area. Probably I'm going to be back very shortly. I just want to go up for bath time, make sure that I'm not needed. And in fact, maybe I won't even end the stream right now, and I'll just ask if I'm needed, and then I'll be back if I am not. So let's see.
Noise.
I'm back. By the way, Storm Mini is actually a really great name. Never considered it. I will be able to play for a little bit longer. But I'm too tempted, and I have to know right now whether Remembrance MC was the difference maker that I needed. But I don't want to have to go through side 1 though. Let's do 11. Ice, that's good. And ice, that's also good. Yes. Alright, this will be quick-ish. Let's do the classic, which is Mozza March. Is that going to work? I don't know if this is going to work. It's wind, mostly.
Oh, the bigger the risk, the better the reward.
Blossoms and divine.
Feeling lucky.
Let's see.
He's got some wind weakness, it looks like.
Changes with changelessness. Time to lose.
Ready to shine. Here you go, Master.
No dirty tricks, all right.
Darkness charge. Time to reap. Cannot hide. Darkness charge.
Watch your head.
Fangs and claws got dull.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Darkness charge.
Time to show you Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this?
The fearless knows not fear. I won't do.
Darkness charge.
Oh, I get it.
I venture forth to forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable. I venture forth to forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Yes, excellent.
Like the shadow. Like a shadow. Time to reap.
I think that Fei Shao has one more turn of crit damage increase, right? 2 more turns, actually. Okay, that's great.
Cannot hide. Darkness charge.
No crit. Did I take anything off
Part
of
of your own.
Mozza to give to Trailblazer? 62, 132. I might have taken something away from him. That's okay.
Never hesitate.
Darkness charge. Darkness charge.
Time to show you Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this? Awesome.
almost got him dead.
Watch your head.
You've been exposed.
Show me what you can fear, but still not fear.
Let the game begin.
You've got love. I won't do.
All in.
Oh, you're so off element. It's so funny.
I am the blade.
Nice job! Time to show you Master Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what?
He's about to lower my energy anyway, so I may as well hit him with this.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I venture forth to hunt.
I actually did not know that I was going to
Victory is inevitable.
break in here. That's okay.
Watch your head. Prepare for something.
Never hesitate.
All in. Sure, I'll play along.
I venture forth forever. Triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Watch your head. Everything I've had your bets.
It's okay, Avenger wants to get hit there.
Or maybe I'll take
So apparently the dice knocks him out of, knocks Moza out of his state.
Not fear. Too close.
Ready to shine. Yeah!
I won't do.
all in.
Oh, I get it!
Right in the heart of Dex. Time to loot.
Time to show Master Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what?
That's a pretty bad matchup.
Time to cannot hide.
I think I can go on to the next phase here.
Triumphant.
Not even close.
Inevitable. I venture forth to forever.
Well, it is close, but
Victory is inevitable.
one more cycle.
Watch your head.
Yeah! Awesome! Now watch this!
Show me what you could never hesitate.
Not bad for being completely off element though. I'm not really worried about side 2 anymore.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Should have waited until I got in here to use my ultimate there.
Time to show you Master Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, watch this!
Oh no. Okay, this is fine because I'm actually off the grid.
Time to reach. Cannot hide.
I venture forth to forever. Triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Oh, I get it!
Fangs and claws are fear that knows not fear. I won't. I venture forth forever. Triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
So it looks like 2 more cycles.
Ready to stop!
Time to lose.
Watch your head. Sure, I'll play.
See how it knocks him out of the state? He actually doesn't even get to go at all. Like he's behind adventuring now.
Never hesitate. Too slow.
I could take 10 of you back!
if I had not lost that gamble,
Dice have been cast.
then I probably
Or
break
maybe
him
I'll take it
before
all.
the next cycle, but I don't think I would have gotten to the next cycle
I
anyway.
venture forth forever. Triumphant!
Yeah, I don't have enough.
I venture forth
It's
forever.
actually, wow, like surprisingly close. This is very, very brute forcey.
You'll make good practice. Yeah. Oh, I get it.
Hedge your bets.
Shut up!
Not fear.
Darkness charge! Time to cannot hide! Darkness charge!
5 cycles left.
When faced with an army,
A day of peaceful.
bide your time. Time your attack. I command. Follow my charge.
I need one more. I need even more skill points now.
I can't thank you enough.
That's awkward.
There's no time to lose.
That's like a wasted turn there.
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
Show no mercy.
This mortals.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
I think I'm fine. I don't need any more skill points.
Conflict is pitiless. Merciful Medicus.
Gives me 40, right? So it goes to 60. Nice. All right.
Follow my charge. Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all. Here is thunder. Get them.
Doubt farewell.
Show no mercy.
Did I run out of mem support? I did. I should have ulted before.
Conflict is pitiless.
All right. That just comes with practice.
Here is thunder. A miracle.
Do I die here? Almost.
Serenity is before me.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
This is gonna be big damage here.
Show no mercy.
This mortal.
Watch over you and guide you on
If
your
I'm
path.
fast enough, I can actually cause Jingduin to go twice before Sunday. Mim's totally gonna die. This is not good.
Pick on someone your own side. Stay put. Get down. Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all.
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless.
I heard the call.
Okay, that buff is now gone. Okay. The buff doesn't last long enough.
This mortal foe watch over you and guide you on your path. Serenity is before me.
There's no time to lose.
Here, this thunder. Show no mercy.
This is actually the best case scenario where it, it's still kind of wonky.
Follow my charge.
It's a free skill point though.
Conflict is pitiless.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Get them.
We'll overcome the thorn. Torment and doubt farewell.
There's no time to lose.
Here, this thunder. Show no mercy. Stay put.
So the answer is no, this isn't enough.
I can't thank you enough. Serenity is before me. This mortal watch over you and guide you on your path.
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless.
This is kind of nice. This setup is good. I like this.
Show no mercy.
Maybe if I actually like built my character for some damage. I think I have to use this here, or I'll lose it.
Over you and guide you on your path.
Get them.
There's no time to lose.
Conflict is pitiless.
Oh, I still ended up losing it.
I heard the call. Torment and
Oh,
doubt
okay, this is fine.
Here, this thunder.
94. It's damage. And then I get another 10, so that's... There we go. And then this.
Conflict is pitiless.
Yeah, that 7,000 damage from the mem ult is just because I like don't have an attack stat. So if I like actually build this character, then it might actually work.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Get them.
Hey, Jingling. Oh, it also works. I actually have to not ult here. I think. I need to finish this while holding on to my ultimate.
Here, this thunder.
Serenity is before me.
Conflict is pitiless.
Done.
I wasn't sure if they were gonna immediately go. That's huge damage. 25% right from the jump. Yeah, that's actually not that bad. A 15 to 20 minute unskippable cutscene, like Xenosaga, those games for like in the PlayStation 2 era, they were like an hour long, about back then.
Here, there's thunder.
Down, farewell.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
What's the point of that? It tells us to the story.
This mortal foe. Watch over you.
This should give me Nim back. Yeah.
There's no time to lose. Here, there's thunder.
Then action advance.
Stay put. Get that. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Serenity is before me.
Follow my charge.
And I'm gonna run out of my buff before I can actually do the big damage. Lightning Lord.
Is that it?
If I had my extra damage, then I actually would have gotten the kill there. Exactly 20 cycles? Yeah. Okay. I see the start of it. That's pretty cool. I think I had 18 cycles left with the last setup that I had, which I actually don't remember what it was. If I pull it up on my phone, then I can do it. I'm not going to do stage 2. I think that I have underestimated the contribution of actually dealing damage with my supports. So we'll have to make sure that that is built a little bit.
I asked Mr. Svarg if he'd like to come with me, but he said he couldn't. He said, I must continue to monitor the risk factors endangering Belobog. I cannot leave Yorilo 6. But he also said that I could recount my experience on the Express, and he'd store the information in his database. That's why I want to find a way to record the scenery. It's just, there's so much to see. My eyes can't take it all in. Oh, how come I never thought of that? Thanks, big sister. Speaking of my phone, where did I put it?
Kids, always losing stuff. It's me, I'm kids.
I imagine the flowers on the Express wither quite quickly once their vibrancy fades. I'm researching a cultivation technique to preserve flowers forever, not by turning them into dried flowers, but by allowing water and life to perpetually flow within their stems.
You mean just watering it?
However, I'm concerned that making the ephemeral permanent might strip flowers of their fleeting beauty. Would a rose by any other name smell as sweet? I shan't discount it. There are countless ways to immortalize the most dazzling moments of a flower's life. But what remains most unforgettable is the profound sensation of watching a flower fade away, and the heartache that accompanies it.
She's actually psychotic. Alright, I'm going to see what the last Astral Express visitor is, and then we're going to head back on our quest.
Hey, are there any asters on the Astral Express? Asters, you know. Asters.
Must be some sort of cuddly animal.
Never mind.
I can tell from the look on your face that you have no idea what I'm talking about. Asters are a type of plant that release a unique scent. Barely noticeable to humans.
Oh, it's catnip.
However, Numby is extremely sensitive to it. Look. The experts say that to certain creatures, the scent these plants release is like a big pot of caramelized honey. Most small creatures lose their minds over it. The bad side is that aster leaves actually contain an extremely strong neurotoxin. If an animal were to find one by following its scent and take a bite of it... what a terrible plant. Numby, don't eat anything you're not supposed to, okay?
Would you care for some jokes?
Still only 3 visitors per day. Alright, let's get back to the quest for now.
It's still early. Where to now?
Me! Mammy Mem! Mem! Me Mem!
Oh, elegant lady. Are you here to listen to Lepos' song? What are you in the mood for? The love stories of the ancient Chrysosaurs? The turbulent era of the Chrysos War? The rise and fall of the seaside states? Lepos has it all.
I wonder if there's a ballad about Nikador's madness, as well as the mystery of Castrum Kremnos vanishing into the fog.
Ma'am, you have come to the right place. There is such a ballad within my collection that is yet to grace the ears of others. Allow me to sing it for you. The war of 1,000 years has drawn to its close, and now the world descends into a long night of chaos. Oh, valiant Titan, tell me, how did your golden heart shatter into 1,000 fragments? Oh God, have you grown weary of your endless strife? Then how do you justify your ruthless tyranny? And how shall you cast off the darkness that so deeply shrouds your divinity? Oh God, have you forgotten the glory of old? Then how will you defend your
I'm sure this is quite lovely in Chinese, maybe? It doesn't really seem like lyrical or melodious. It's not even really giving that much exposition either.
You are shrouded momentarily by that encroaching black tide. But you never faltered, nor did you flee. Your golden warrior spirit, brave and bold, will conquer the black tide as foretold to the throne of Kremnos.
That's hopeful, though.
Return once more. Our God, our King, to aid your timeless struggle, we have prepared a grand ritual. Please grant us the honor to touch your soul with our humble hands and present to you this sacred sword vessel. It shall consecrate your eternal life and enshrine your everlasting glory.
Mem! Mem! Thank you, esteemed bard with an enchanting voice. Your ballads will endure through the ages, serving as a bulwark for Akama.
I mean, I do have fuel. I could actually farm this right now, but if I'm going to use fuel, it's going to be for Tribby. So I'm not going to worry about it. Yet another detour.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
I can't thank you enough. This mortal. Watch over you and guide you on your path. Serenity is before me.
The double action advance kind of wasted that, but that's okay.
It's thunder. There's no time to lose.
15,000 compared to 150,000.
Conflict is pitiless.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
Get them.
I'll overcome the torment and doubt. Farewell.
There's no time to hear. It's thunder. Get them.
I've heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Follow my Show no mercy.
It's a really slow attack animation. Like you would not be able to use that for break the containers.
Come to think of it, I remember hearing about them making a holy vessel for Kremnos.
Oh, Casterus. Outlander as well. To Cartonis, what brings you?
I remember the Kremnoans commissioned you to craft a divine object before. Do you happen to recall the details?
Ah, happened it did. Why ask, do you? Thousands of marvels of weaponry I crafted. Remember them all. Impossible it is. Outlander, forgive me. Help I cannot.
That makes sense. With such a long life, the Grand Craftsman can't remember every single item he's made. Is there another way?
Mem! Me! Me, Mem! Mem, me!
Is that okay? What questionable powers we have.
Are you feeling alright? You were in the same state as when you were with Orynyx.
Grand Craftsman, would it be possible for you to craft a sword vessel that can seal divinity?
Anything my forging hammer cannot craft, there is not.
There are multiple ways you could take that sentence. Like there's nothing that my hammer can't craft, or if there were anything that were impossible, then I wouldn't be able to craft it.
Find me. The sword vessel I shall craft.
Does that mean we have a deal? And what of your payment? For a commission of this magnitude, proper compensation must be ensured.
Payment simple. Peace for my people. Mountain dwellers. servants or fighters for Kremnos. Ever.
You have my word, Grand Craftsman.
Me.
Miss, are you feeling all right? You were... Ah, was it because of this little one? That's incredible. The ability to look into others' memories sounds like something that could easily be misused.
Yeah, it does.
Luckily, you're the one wielding it.
Like, this sure is an evil power, but you're the hero, so it's okay.
There seems to be a new show at the Bats today. Me.
Is that... Damionis? Did Lady Aglaya release him already? I've heard some bad things about him. He may have some talent in the arts, but if it weren't for him, you and Don Hong wouldn't have been interrogated by Lady Aglaya. But if Mem thinks he has some valuable memories, we'd better ask him in person.
Who's that? I'm busy working on a scene. Please don't. Oh, us the esteemed Outlander. How have you been? It hasn't been all that long since we last met. Lady Aglaya is quite lenient. She let me go after I made a vow.
We all know what that means.
Rest assured, I'm not foolish enough to make the same mistake twice. Breaking a vow with Lady Aglaya would be like digging my own grave. Castrum Kremnos? Well, for us unarmed civilians, Nikodor's territory is off limits. Even in the past. Oh, no. Wait, I just remembered. I did visit Castrum Kremnos once. Let me find it for you. Yes. This is the one. I can't believe I still have it.
Could you tell us the story behind it?
During the final days of the Krasos War, the final festival took place in Castrum Kremnos. However, due to the tense situation, few outsiders were willing to compete. Well, I gathered the courage to go there, but I found the atmosphere of the festival to be quite strange. It felt more like the Kremnoans were preparing for a mysterious ceremony. Sensing something was off, I snapped a photo outside the city and then left. What followed was something completely unexpected.
Would you mind giving us the photo? We're trying to piece together clues from that time.
Oh, sure, take it. Think of it as my way of making it up to you.
Me mem.
What did they say, miss? Is everything in order? If so, we need to meet up with Lords Finon and Mighty. Before we leave, I'd like to check with Lady Aglaya again. Do you mind waiting for me, miss? Everything's set now. Let's head out, miss. I just don't want to see her disappointed. Lady Aglaya's contributions to Akama deserve more appreciation, but people mostly see her as distant and aloof. We don't have time to talk about this right now. Let's set off. Hopefully, this little one will help us recreate the memories of Castrum Kremnos.
Mem, mem. Mem, mem, mem.
Remember, Aglaya, whether it be the Chrysos heirs or the Council, our positions are entrusted to us by the people of Akla. Before you attempt to overreach and make decisions beyond your place, take a moment to recall the Chrysos War and what became of those heroes. If you're not well versed in that history, have her refresh your memory.
I guess that's why all
Do
the
not be
previous heirs are
concerned,
missing.
Elder Kindness. Following the prophecy's guidance, we shall cast down the gods. In the new world, no god will stand above humankind.
I'll hold you to that promise. For now. The pampered little girl has grown up to be a shrewd politician. Should I be pleased or concerned?
Times are changing drastically, and people must adapt. I'm not the only one committed to making a difference, Elder Kindness. My teacher and I have other pressing matters to attend to. Please, see yourself out.
Well, I genuinely hope that at the next council meeting, you won't be the one standing in the middle.
The not at all veiled threats.
Maggie, are you all right?
It's nothing more than an empty threat, much like before. A reflection of their inner fears.
So sorry, Aggie. If we were more mature, you wouldn't have to face all this alone.
Why apologize? We each have our own responsibilities.
But seeing how they give you a hard time makes us sad and angry.
Would you like me to slice their throats with golden threads? It would be done in a flash. All I need is your blessing, and the council will be no more.
What are you talking about? Don't scare us like that, Aggie!
I'm just teasing you.
I know you were joking. You certainly have an unorthodox way of cheering people up. However, after you said that, we somehow feel a bit better. Thank you, Aggie.
We find humor in hardship because our humanity still endures.
So, about the infiltration Snowy mentioned earlier, did you find anything?
Don't worry. Even without their intel, I've already detected hidden currents within the city. A trivial issue, nothing I can't handle on my own.
Do you need to inform the city guards?
That would alarm Archimedes citizens. If they learn that the enemy can bypass the Chrysos heirs and infiltrate the city, the situation might spiral out of control.
Is there anything you'd like us to help with?
It's fine, Trini. As we discussed earlier, you need to prepare for the Blade of Fury.
We got this. Don't exhaust yourself, Aggie.
The nymphs have located the source of the disruption. I should check with the garment maker for intel.
Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf.
Let us weave the future together.
I feel like that voice line isn't supposed to be here yet. Oh, that is really bad. Is everyone gonna have like these lofty, grandiose attack animations?
Don't exhaust yourself, Aggie.
Infiltration. Encoder would never resort to this if they were in their right mind. lies behind the fog. I hope Castros and that Outlander can uncover the truth. Garment Maker, can you give me the intel the nymphs have gathered? The lower city. It's good that the infiltration hasn't reached the baths yet. The risk remains manageable. The rift must be sewn shut with golden thread before disaster occurs.
Oh, have we taken this elevator before? Oh, I think I know where this leads me to, like the outside with the spiral, with the kid on the left and the fountain on the right. Yeah, thought so. We have taken this before. Well, there's no kid over here, but here's the fountain I was thinking of. I actually haven't died to having a column fall on me yet. Or have I? What? Oh, it's because, yeah, that makes sense. The space anchors are tied to this particular character's perspective. Hey there, Gospel Through Gaming. How have the games been? We're playing through this story that's going to end in like 3 days, and I'm trying to finish up before the next patch. Playing Marvel Rivals? That's probably a healthy option. Although I hear that the teammates there are even worse than Unite.
Something wrong?
Who goes there? Lady Aglaya! What brings you,
Corruption and madness are lurking behind these anomalies. I must deal with them myself to prevent further troubles. But I don't want to alarm the public. Can I trust you, Honorable Guard?
Absolutely, Lady Aglaya. You have my solemn vow that none of this will come to light.
Thank you.
Who do you play in Rivals?
Mind? I will handle it from here.
May Keplerly bless you, Lady Aglaya.
That young guard reads between the lines well. If the end weren't so near, he would have a bright future ahead of him. I'd better focus on the matter at hand first. Filth, show yourself. It's truly pathetic. A soldier stripped of all glory, lurking in the margins like a parasite. Return to the dust, Titankin. Time for resolution.
Oh, she gets another turn when she does that? That's nice.
Is that fair, I said?
Oh, this is kind of really good for her.
This trial is fitting.
A little honesty would be.
Stay put. Get them.
Serenity is before me.
Is that fair, I said?
I didn't really want to use my ultimate because it's like, what, 250?
Ensure that I leave no trace behind, so that no one suspects anything. Time to move on to the next nymph.
You successfully knocked yourself down. I think I may have played like 5 or 6 hours worth of Marvel Rivals. I feel like it would be a fun game to get into if I were like already somewhat competent at shooters.
If the enemy were to infiltrate from here, the damage could be catastrophic. I'd better deal with it at once. Bartolos?
It's Lady Aglaya. What a delight to see you here.
What are you doing working with Encoder?
How can you still mix up the Skyfather's name? It's Kefir... Never mind. I bet you did that on purpose. Tell me, Spirit Thief, why are you hiding in the filth? The traces of corruption have indeed disappeared.
Okay, phew, you are actually a good person.
Dream of deceiving you, Lady Aglaya. In all of Arkema, you are the most revered.
Save the smooth talk, Spirit Thief. I can tell you're feeling nervous. On second thought, since you're right here, I must ask you one more question. Where
That's a good
is
question.
Cypher?
I'd like to know about that.
There seems to be a misunderstanding, Lady Aglaya. Even
So
though
Cypher is a thief then. And she's trickery.
we're more like competitors. No competitor would want to cross paths with one another.
Forget it. If you see her, let her know this.
And she's already a demigod. She already has
We
a
can't
core
avoid our
flame.
duties forever.
We do know that the trickery Titan is already dead.
Lady Aglaya, if there's nothing else, please excuse.
Wait. If my suspicion is correct, are you skulking about in the filth to keep something hidden? Return what you've stolen, and I'll let you go.
Why did I get the bump into her?
Look at their poncho.
Venerable Zagreus, may I borrow a fragment of your fleetness?
I urge you. How predictable. Did you truly think you could outrun me?
It was worth a try, wasn't it?
Got any more tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them all.
Toiled for it, yeah, sure.
If I starve to death, nobody in this city would so much as blink an eye at my plight.
Oh, you poor thing. But you don't actually need to eat at all, do you?
You heartless woman! I never want to see you again! Not for all the gold in the world!
Farewell, Martolos. Be sure to get my message to Cypher. There's one more threat marked by the nymphs.
Now, for someone with Aglaya's accent,
May your hand keep all things in order.
I would not expect her to say at all. I would expect her to just say atoll or something like that. We're going to see some last second Unite grinding this weekend, or this week, Poncho. I think the season ends in like 3 days or something like that. I'll probably play one more day before the season ends. I'll probably stop just short of 1400. Assuming that my last session goes well, at least.
Good day, child. Child?
Huh?
Tell me everything, child.
My knucklebone talisman fell into this really frightening place. It's dark and scary. I'm too afraid to reach it.
That's a useful power.
I see. Don't worry. I'll help you find it. Just do me a little favor, okay? I want you to turn around and count to 30. Show yourself, worm.
Oh, she's deaf, so it doesn't... Like, I was thinking to myself, but isn't she going to hear the commotion? But she's actually deaf, so...
Toy isn't safe from your grasp. Is greed one of your vices? Return to the dust, wretch.
This is the third enemy, so I don't have to hold back here.
A little honesty would do us good. Time for resolution. Ha! Countless threads, thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk. Is that fear I sense? Or lies to be revealed?
I've heard the call. Serenity is before me.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Well, that was fun. Time to never use that ever again because I'm only fighting against overworld enemies.
Yes, that's it. Thank you, Big Sis.
Big Sis.
Something on your mind, Big Sis?
Oh, your hearts are connected. Disconnect before she reveal too much.
Nothing. But promise me you won't play on the streets alone from now on, even in Akima. Your vulnerabilities will make you a target for others' malice. For many, it's easier to do wrong than to do good. Believe me, I know from experience.
Big Sis, your words are so hard to understand. I'm really confused.
Sorry. It seems I've forgotten how to talk to a child. Your innocence feels so distant to me now.
That's alright. I might not understand everything, but I still appreciate your advice. I'll be careful. Oh, and by the way, you look so pretty. Just like Goddess Nestia on the teleslate. So shiny and sparkly. Your eyes are like two beautiful gems. I'm so jealous. I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
Thank you, child. All the filth marked by the nymphs has been cleansed.
Aren't there only 3? Weren't there 4?
Fine, teacher. Show yourself now, before golden thread is stained with your blood.
Well, well. A demigod never ceases to impress. Not even a top assassin with a lifetime of purging experiences can slip past you.
What are you up to, Elder Kindness?
Drop the act. You noticed my informants a long time ago, didn't you? You stayed silent to throw us off, so we let our guard down, while maintaining that everything you did abides by the Council's regulations. Correct?
When it comes to schemes and manipulation, Zagreus can't hold a candle to the Council.
That's quite flattering, Crisis Heir. We bear no ill will. We just want to reiterate that the Crisis Heir's governance of the Holy City is only temporary. A provisional transfer of authority during these extraordinary times. While gods see and hear more extensively, mortals have their own means of dealing with things. When that so-called prophecy crumbles, the destiny of Akama shall once again rest in the grasp of its people.
Rest in the grasp of its people, or yours, Elder Kindness?
Ease off on the hostility. You'd do well to remember nearly half of the elders stood against entrusting the Holy City to you in that crucial vote. I am but one voice in the dissent. Keep following your chosen path, demigod. Use every bit of your power to show that we are mistaken. But don't forget for a second, in Amphorius, even gods are not above the law. I'm quite interested to see how long you can stick with this hands-on way of doing things.
I will employ every means at my disposal to save Amphorius, Elder Kindness. Whether it means wresting it from the grasp of the gods, or yours.
Cat. 15 out of 20.
Trinan, it seems she has begun to make arrangements for defending Akima. The dangers lurking within Akima have been eradicated. I've also cleansed the city of filth.
Thank you, Aggie. That elder just now, was she causing you trouble again?
Worry not. I'm capable of handling it, Trinan.
You should know that during the Chrysos War, Kindness was...
A child?
An assassin known for purging the Chrysos
Okay.
heirs. I am aware. Like I mentioned before, the Council is not our adversary. At least, not now. We should be focusing on the more pressing matter at hand.
You're right. We've taken all possible precautions against Nikodor. It did not come easy, though. Trienne is already near her limits.
How much of her power is left?
Taking this time into account, she should still be able to open the Century Gates 3. No, maybe just 2 more times.
And after that?
Then she dies.
Trebi will take over as the gatekeeper, according to what we've agreed on.
Waiting seems to be our only plan now.
Indeed. Let us wait here in this garden, Eggie.
Please enlighten me, Trinan. In the world as you perceive it, does the prophecy remain as clear as it was when it first descended?
Golden runes shimmer against the azure sky, and myriad fragments of words dance around Kethely. The prophecy remains as clear as ever.
Does it foretell the triumph of Finan and the others?
It remains silent, seemingly cognizant of the outcome, though it's unwilling to let us in on the answer just yet.
We're not going to be finding our solace in the prophecy this time, then. So be it. If indeed he is Fate's chosen child, then the prophecy is nothing more than a footnote to his tale.
Talking about Finon, I'm imagining.
How can we go back to the past?
Mem! Me, Mem! 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 Mem!
Oh, nice. I was expecting an achievement from that, but alas. Forgot that I have to power up my power. It also allows me to move around while using it. You're forced to stand still normally. Two turns.
I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, buffs that tick down on the buffed turn instead of the buffer's turn. Kind of hard to work with Sunday.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
What was the Chrysos Air War? It had to have been hundreds of years ago, right? Because it seemed to be before Aglaya's time, and the elder seems to remember Aglaia like as a child, but now she's a demigod and has been around for
Battle cry.
a pretty long
Is
time.
that Lord Mighty?
Yeah, I'm guessing that the elder is also, kindness is also hundreds of years old.
I can't thank you enough.
This is not just a demigod thing, it's a human thing too. Oh. Oh.
There's no time to hear this thunder.
I mean, I gave my theory that, well, it's not my theory, but, some of it's my theory, though, about Amphorius being kind of in a time loop.
Mikador. They're still locked in battle.
So that could make some amount of sense. Not that much sense, though, because even if in a time loop, you would still have some idea of the passage of time and, like, relative ages of the characters.
The battle is still raging. I can feel the intensity even from here. We'll only be able to help them once we've seen our own mission through.
Mem! Memmy mem? Me mem. Mem. Memmy mem. Mem mem. Mem mem. Me mem. Me mem. Me mem.
Is that the gate to the past? Let's go, miss. We will unravel Mikador's secrets together.
Alright, there we go. The blood-bathed battlefront. Now we just need to do 3 puzzles in here, and we can turn off the game.
Castrum Crimnos. So this is how it looked like before Aquila closed their eyes. The city of warriors. Its magnificence certainly lives up to its name. We should first figure out which era we've traveled back to. The memory fragments we gathered from Mem all point toward the final stage of the Chrysos War. We might be able to use that as a starting point for our deductions. We may draw suspicion this way. Castrum Crimnos is no leisure spot for tourists. We shouldn't draw unnecessary attention to ourselves. Let's start with the city's surroundings. We might be able to gather some clues by listening and observing. Under all this resplendence is the distinct stench of
New
death.
map, missed this too? No, this is the
Even
map
the most
that we needed.
magnificent of death.
Because we need to do... We're in the blood-bathed battlefront now.
This can never be sweet.
But now we need to perform 3 miracles while we're here. Did you perhaps have someone like take over the story for you? Oh, like you missed it as in while you were watching the stream. that count as a miracle? Yes, it does, actually. And unfortunately, I can't break it. If I could break it, then I could just repeat it 3 times. I also wonder if I could just like partially do it. Akuma, the Eternal City. Okay, so it doesn't. You actually have to complete the puzzle in order for it to count. That's done, and if I break it, then it does this, and it goes back to where it was, and then I do it one more time. And that actually counts. Whew. Right down to the wire, huh? What else am I about to miss out on? I already did this one and did that one. I'll make sure that I collected the things that I needed to collect. I got my E6 Tingyun from this. Shoot, showcase is all done. Yep, we're good. Yeah, I did all the events. You want to take a look at my scores? You got it. I just killed 2 enemies with 1 boulder.
Oh.
Watch, when I pick this up, I'm gonna lose the ability to actually swing anymore. I don't know why that is. I wish that some of these combat trials would just stick around. This one will stick around for forever, but this one won't.
A few games of chess will while away the time.
How come I can't see all of them from here? Oh well. Increase all allies' attack after attacking. For every 1 enemy hit, deals toughness damage to the enemy with the highest HP.
tempestuous, wretched, and fleeting.
Commencing support. Ready for another? Time to twirl!
Till I will protect all beauty. My guiding light. Till I will protect all beauty.
Enemy data net markers activate. Time for a counterattack. Expand your thinking. Time to twirl.
Till I will protect all beauty.
Time to twirl. Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Yeah, hit.
Time to twirl! Enemy targets detected.
Till I will protect all beauty.
Ready for another? Time to twirl! Enemy data net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. I don't have time for games. Curiosity, endless riddle. Nothing but a forest. Time to twirl. Open sesame. Watch a crow. Time to twirl.
Flesh. Till I will protect all beauty.
Time to twirl.
My oath, wretched and fleeting.
Time to twirl. Never seen perfection before.
Till I will protect all beauty.
Expand your thinking. Time to twirl. Curiosity, endless riddle. Nothing but a forest. Time to twirl. I don't have time for games. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Oh, thank you.
Enemy data
That's what I was trying to go for.
Time for a good old counterattack. netmarkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl.
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Till I will protect all beauty.
Oh. Whoopsie.
Enemy targets ready for another. Netmarkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Expand your thinking. We have the upper hand. Curiosity, endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl. Never seen perfection before. Open sesame. Watch it crumble. Enemy data secure. Netmarkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Till I will protect all beauty.
Time to twirl.
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Embrace virtue.
Time to twirl!
For chivalry.
Curiosity, endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl!
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's
In Elitopia?
Till I will protect all beauty.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Time to twirl! Enemy data secure. Netmarkers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
My guiding light. Wretched and bleeding.
Really? No follow-ups?
How does that feel?
A test.
What are you looking at? Time to twirl!
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours!
I don't know if we survived this actually.
Enemy data secure. Markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Till I will protect all beauty.
Time to twirl!
Does that sting? Who will it be?
Commencing support.
Okay. Let's see.
Ready for another? Curiosity, endless riddles.
Are you fighting Kafka? We do that all the time. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it too much.
Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Oh, that was the end? I think that if we had not gotten... If we resisted the Kafka suggestion, the domination, then we would have saved a cycle. Return to stage select is what I want here, right? I think that allows me to, yeah, this allows me to look at all of them at the same time. So, looks like 90,000 for the first one, and then 93,000 for all the other ones except for the last one. Those are the scores. I think that I could have gotten 96,000 just then. Full SS. I always want to know whether like SSS is possible. Like if you just zero cycle the final mission, it probably is possible.
A few games of chess.
So 2 more. So we're like maybe 20% away from the end of the story, I'd say. The first memory fragment? Does that mean that there are multiple memory fragments? These are things that I can get, like at the Astral Express, I think. It's like stuff from the story. Oh, okay, I've done 2 of them, but not the last one, apparently. While I'm here, I may as well try to talk to the Trojan horse, right? No, that's not actually what I want there. But that is kind of what I want, isn't it? I'm not 100% familiar with the map yet. Oh, because there's this other half of the map over here. That's the bath. That's the one. Okay. I'm going to spend the next couple of days probably farming for remembrance traces. Only one of them? Interesting. Oh, I gotta go for the recipe, right? I guess we get more memory shards from doing side quests.
Games of chess will while away the time.
So, like, remember SMC doesn't have anything that says anything along the lines of all your attacks are automatically critical hits, right? So 25.7. So there actually seems to be some amount of trade-off, probably. Because, yeah, getting, 24% of your crit damage plus 24 is nice, right? But you also should probably get some crit rate yourself, I'd imagine. What are your scalars? You're hitting 4 instances of 36% of your damage, so that's 150. And then 90 afterwards, all enemies. Oh, I guess it's only 150 to like enemies in general, but then 90 to all enemies. So if in a 5 enemy scenario, then it's like 600%. That's pretty decent. 600% is like Lightning Lord. Well, it's not quite Lightning Lord, because Lightning Lord will do 66% of damage to 10 different enemies, but then the 2 enemies next to him will take half of that, or 25% of that. So when you have 10 hits, it's 660, plus, you know, if you get really lucky, then another, like, 250, 260, for a total of, like, 900%. It's not bad. Like, Lightning Lord does crazy damage. So it's a really high ceiling, I'd say, for RMC. Farming, yeah, you know it. We just unlocked this character, a new form for the main character. They have the ability to switch between, you know, the original destruction, preservation to give the team a shield. Destruction is like, well, how should I describe this? She heals herself when she attacks enemies that have a certain type of weakness, and she gives herself stats based off attacking enemies more often. But she's not that great because her damage is not amazing, and her survivorship is not, or her ability to survive is also not that great. There are characters that do each of them better. It's better to specialize. Preservation's alright, I like it. Most people don't. Low energy cost ultimate, which is pretty nice. And she gives shields every single turn, but the shields are very small, so you can't really rely on her to keep everyone alive by herself. Harmony involves like breaking the enemy and doing special kinds of damage. It is a baseball bat. Yep, she attacks with a baseball bat. Preservation, that's a spear, or that's a lance. That lance actually previously pierced my own heart and would have killed me. And then Harmony, main character, attacks with a hat. And then the most recent one attacks with a pen, or a quill, giving buffs to an ally and doing a different type of special damage. This is super break damage. This is true break or true damage. Unfortunately, the buff only lasts for 3 turns, though. That's a little disappointing. Grant mem support 3 turns, and then that's an extra damage. But I think I can make this work. I'm thinking short term, when I get Tribi, is probably going to be Jingyuan, Sunday, Huahua, main character, or like Tribi. But very, very long term, I'm actually going to replace Jingyuan with Lingsha. It's going to be Lingsha, Sunday, RMC, Tribi, and I'm sure that it's going to really work. Because you build Lingsha as damage, and she has a Memo Sprite, or she doesn't have Memo, but she has a summon. So Sunday makes her go forward with the summon, and then you're doing true damage on top of it, and you're also dealing with Tribi. You're also dealing true damage, while also having res penetration and gaining energy per enemy hit, and everyone here will hit multiple allies or hit multiple enemies. And then on top of that, you have a healer because Lingsha technically heals. And she does damage based off of attack as well. So you build her for attack, speed, crit rate, crit damage. It'll be real nice. That's so far in the future. Like Lingsha just had a rerun last patch. So she's not coming back anytime soon.
The taste of celestial ambrosia.
Just wanted to actually remember who these people are. Alright. Nikador, Strife Titan, Zagreus, that's the Trickery Titan, Thanatos, that's the Death Titan, Eurus, that must be like the Earth. Yeah, Titan of the Earth. Ocean, Vagosa, Aquila, the Sky, Kephali, that's the world-bearing Titan, right? What deal was he before he was the world bearer? Bears the dawn device, omniscient, omnipotent, great god of creations, held with the skies. The romance titan, okay. They're already dead, and Aglaia took their core flame. Wisdom, okay, Wisdom's still out there, interestingly enough. Janus, which is the passage. So like roads and whatnot. Time should be in here as well. Law and date and time. Yeah. So time, law, passage. Looks like law has also been defeated already. Circes, Nestia, Kephali, Aquilia, Vagosa, Georius, Thanatos, Zagreus, and Nikador. Gotta stay familiar with the lore. Alright, I've done everything that I really want to do today. So we're going to call it for now. I was going to probably try to finish the story later on tonight, but since I have one long stream instead of having two medium streams, then that's good enough. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow. We'll certainly try to play on the day that Tribi releases. How much longer do I have? 1 day, 16 hours. So not Monday, but Tuesday night? That sounds right. Tuesday night. We'll be back for Tribi pulls. I think that I'm actually far enough into Pity that I will definitely get her. I might not be actually. Let's see. 5, 10... 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 55. Alright, 55. So I will definitely get it within 25 pulls, and I think I have more than 25 pulls available. Yeah, I have way more than 25 pulls available. So we are guaranteed to get Tribby day 1 of her release. And that's pretty cool. But for now, I'm going to call it. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, take care, and goodbye.
Full of